Hello, happy Money Monday. Lately I'm hearing a question very often, so I decided to make a little video about that, and it's about capital investment in real estate. And the question is, Alethea, what is the main difference about investing in a flat as capital investment versus buying my own home? In the first place, I'm your financial advisor. That's why I will always recommend you from the financial perspective to start with capital investment in real estate. Obviously, if you want to buy your own home and it's tied to emotional decision, that's also very good. There's nothing wrong about buying your home at first, if you feel like that. But let's start getting a little bit more in details why I recommend you to start with a capital investment at first when it comes to real estate. When it comes to equity, the bank wants to see more of it when you buy your home because of security. The bank wants to make sure that they're on the right side, on the good side, if you come into a difficult financial situation, maybe you lose your job or just life and you have to sell your apartment. So the bank wants security. To be honest, how much will your dream house or apartment cost? It's not the same putting 20%, 10-20% as equity, Eigenkapital, for a flat that is just an investment, with no emotion attached, versus a flat or house that you have to like because you are going to live in it. So the price of the house that you will buy for yourself will always be more expensive. It means you have to put more equity. And also when you own a house, from own experience from my clients, I see they have all the time costs because they want to renovate certain things, they want to make things nicer, what is natural. But if you own a home, there are always more cost for you. When it comes to investment, I always recommend to buy something easygoing, from 150 to 300,000 euros, not more. I say always quadratisch, praktisch, gut. It has to be like a square, 1-2 bathrooms, 1-2 bedrooms, like something easy, like for the mass market. So you can always rent it. And normally, of course, in these apartments, you don't actually make renovations that often, only when it's really needed or when you want to achieve more rent from a tenant at the end of the year. With your own home, you will always have a higher credit rate. Sometimes the credit rates are higher than you actually rent. When it comes to property investment, because the flat is also cheaper, in the best case situation, the tenant is paying basically for your loan to 90%. So that's amazing. And especially as expats, we are always looking for flexibility when it comes to finances. And owning a flat or a house on your own means less flexibility when you want to sell it. So of course this depends on your situation. If you want to stay flexible, if you want to move abroad again, or if you want to stay in Germany forever, buying a house for your own or a flat is tied more to a long-term perspective. But owning a flat as capital investment is tied to wealth management, and then you can move wherever you want to be. And it's much easier to sell because it's smaller. It's, I have a good example. When we sell an apartment, it's not a Ferrari, it's a Volkswagen. And you want to live in a Ferrari, not in a Volkswagen. The Volkswagen is an apartment that you buy as an investment because it's a mass market car. So you can sell it. It's easy going, One of the main reasons why people invest in real estate is because of the tax advantages. If you buy a house for your own, you have zero tax advantages. If you buy a home, a flat as property investment, you can tax deduct the AFA, the debt interest, the initial expenses, the management cost, repair cost, anything. Everything can go to your tax declaration. If you own a home, it's uncool, but it is what it is. So owning and buying property as an investment is a great way to save taxes and to build up wealth. Also especially interesting for people with high income and freelancers. It's a great way for freelancers to invest. You can save taxes. And now one of my favorite reasons, the best comes at last. You put low effort and you have a great leverage. Means if you put a little bit of equity to buy your apartment, and what I was telling you before, that your tenant is paying your monthly rate for the loan, your financial effort is very, very small. If you want to sell the apartment, you will have a very big leverage. If you want to invest more in real estates, you can go to the bank, and for example, the increase of the market that your flat made is seen as equity. So for the bank, it is kind of a security if you own an apartment as capital investment, and then it's much easier to get a second one and so on. So the leverage is really high for the small effort that you do in the beginning. Our goal is that the money works for you and not the other way around. I wish you a lovely day. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to comment on this video, to write me a PM, or book a free of charge consultation, and we can look into your personal situation. Have a lovely day, a lovely week. Thank you, and bye-bye, Aditya.